Hi, everyone. Hello.
Welcome to yet another edition of BASD 21st Century Trivia. Glad you all can join us. Of course, we'll give everyone some time to get logged in here, find the link before we get started.
How's everyone doing tonight? Happy March. That should be printed. Let me know if it's not. Tylen's here. Who else is here? Hi, David. Our reigning champion, right? Good. We'll give everyone a few minutes here. It's 7:03. See who else hops on here.
Official questions there, so no peeking.
Oh, thank you.
Some lights.
Yeah, can you shuffle it out there? I think that makes the glare less. What a day. Anyone else feel that way? I feel like it has been such a day.
It has been a day. But hopefully makes everyone's day a little bit better.
All right, we're gonna get round one, for 3-2 trivia night sent out here. Our first category is Marvelous March. Marvelous March.
So all of you joining us tonight, our categories are Marvelous March, St. Patrick's Day, World Wildlife Day, which is also in the month of March, and of course our tiebreaker round, which we haven't had to use yet as official tiebreaker, but we will use it for fun at the end.
You may need to text Rachel and have her give you edit access to these because I'm not going to be able to see the answers until you do. If you have any friends or family members out there that you think would be interested in playing with us, send this out to them. Looks like we only have a couple people, which, the odds are in your favor then, but hopefully we can get a few more teams here. Oh dear. I feel like this happens every time we get somebody else makes up the documents, and for some reason it will not give us the permissions despite her setting it to them. So she's gonna fix that right now for us. We're gonna get it fixed here because I also don't have permission here. Oh, the struggle is real. But that's okay. That's just what a year it's been. If we look back here, there's been so many memes out there about how March treated us last year, and what a different year it's looking like now. We good?
So she's gonna go. Yep.
All right. I mean, it's strange because I can open them and I can see them, but I can't edit it, and nobody can see it on their side.
Mm-hmm. So, yes, we'll definitely need that.
No big deal. We'll get it worked out. Well, thanks for your patience, everyone.
Yeah, sorry, we always seem to have some sort of technical difficulty, but
no matter how hard we try. The cool news is our next trivia event is in person at the Y. It will be an ice cream social, I heard.
Well, it's ice cream social, and the fact that we will have sponsors from 3 of our local ice cream vendors in town.
Ooh!
We're going to get some sponsorships from the Custer City Drive-In, Fosterbrook Creamery, and Papa Scoops. All those because, well, they're going to be opening this next month.
Yeah.
And we want to get people excited for the warm weather. So I like to encourage people to just get outside and enjoy. Of course, take all your proper precautions and all health safety tips and things. But that's exciting that we're actually at the part of the year where you can go buy ice cream outside of a grocery store once again. It's good stuff. Good stuff.
Can't wait. All right.
All right. Let's see.
Almost there, I'm sure. So it's March. Does anyone have any big plans for St. Patrick's Day or any special traditions that you usually celebrate?
Or anything that involves getting outside. Honestly, for me, that's like going to be the biggest thing. I feel like unless you're like a skier or a snowboarder, you're just not really a snow person unless you just like snow. And good for you. I'm not one of those people. So I love spring weather. I love when I can get outside and start fishing and golfing and all that good stuff. That requires warm weather around these parts to do. But I love fall. I absolutely love fall, but yeah, not winter.
All right, this link is coming at you, and this one should work. I think I was able to lift the permissions here. Let me know if that one works. So quiet in here at night. I'm used to my room being so noisy during the day.
Yes. Especially after 5 o'clock. So those of you that have been in the school, there's always just like that low rumbling, humming sound. That's of course our lovely fans above. Then after 5 o'clock, we shut off completely and there's nothing left. Dead silent. It's lovely.
All right, Tylen and David have confirmed that it works. So just a quick review of how trivia works. There will be 4 rounds. The categories are Marvelous March, St. Patrick's Day, World Wildlife Day, and of course our tiebreaker round. So I suppose there's only 3 rounds, but with a possible 4th round should we need it. And our sponsor tonight is Tim Hortons. The winner of this trivia game will receive a gift card from Tim Hortons. Use that form to punch your answers in and make sure that you tell us your team name so that we can get you your points.
Yes. So I want to make sure you get proper credit.
All right, John, all you.
All right. So let's start with Marvelous March. Good luck, players. Here we go. True or false? March has more than one birthstone. True or false? March has more than one birthstone. Question 2. Caesar was told, beware the Ides of March. On which March date? Caesar was told to beware the Ides of March. On which March date? Which organization organizes the March Madness basketball tournament every year? Which organization organizes the March Madness basketball tournament every year? Question 4. When is Pi Day? Question 4. Which March date will you find Pi Day? Question 5. Finish this age-old phrase. March comes in like a lion and goes out like a what? March comes in like a lion and goes out like a what?
If you're just joining us, make sure that you click on that Google form, the most recent link that I sent, and send your answers in that way.
Number 6. Name the only coach to have ever won both the NCAA and NBA championships. Name the only coach to have won both the NCAA and NBA championships. I know our crowd really loves sports questions for the most part. 7. What planet is the month of March named after? Question 7 is, what planet is the month of March named after? Question 8. What is the most commonly considered flower for March? What is the most commonly considered flower for March? Question 9. In the original Roman calendar, March was the blank month. We're going to fill in the blank for this one. In the original Roman calendar, March was the blank month. Blank month.
Blank month. Blank month.
Done too much talking today. And rounding out this category, question 10. Which of these occurs in March? Is it a solstice or an equinox? So we're talking about our Earth, Moon, lunar cycles. Which of these occurs in March? The solstice or the equinox? All right, we're going to run through these one more time pretty quickly. And once you are ready, go ahead and submit your questions. Once I get through reading these, you'll have about 15 more seconds to submit. Here we go. Number 1, true or false? March has more than one birthstone. Question 2 was, Caesar was told, beware the Ides of March. On which date? Question 3, what organization organizes the March Madness basketball tournament every year? Question 4 was, when is Pi Day? Question 5, finish the phrase, March comes in like a lion and out like a what? Question 6, name the only coach to have ever won both the NCAA and NBA championships. Question 7, what planet is the month of March named after? Question 8, what is the most commonly considered flower for March? Question 9, in the original Roman calendar, March was the blank month. And question 10, which of these occurs in March? The equinox or the solstice? All right.
Press submit.
Let's get those answers in. Get your scores tallied up. About 10 more seconds. Hit that submit button. Hurry, hurry, hurry. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We got 4 responses here. I have Kai and Ty, Lacey Rogers, Team Titusville, and Erica. All right, you want to take me through the correct answers while I tally?
I would gladly love to do that. All right, here we go. For Marvelous March, true or false, March has more than one birthstone? Yes, it is true. Very much true. The aquamarine and the chalcedony, or otherwise known as the bloodstone. Question 2. Caesar was told to beware the Ides of March by the soothsayer on March 15th. March 15th is the Ides of March. Many people thought that was last year, of course, because locally we were locked down as of March 13th. That was our last day of normalcy before this pandemic.
How about that?
How about that? It's already been a year. Question 3. The NCAA organizes the March Madness tournament as college basketball. College basketball. Good times. Fun to watch. More fun to fill out a bracket. Question 4. Pi Day, if you've ever had geometry or any math class, honestly, here at the high school, everyone celebrates it. March 14th is Pi Day because it is 3.14, the first 3 digits of pi. Question 5. March comes in like a lion and out like a lamb. Definitely seems that way this year. I don't know if any of you have seen that Pennsylvania Seasons meme that's going around social media right now, but we just passed fall spring, remember, and now we're in third winter, and third winter comes right before mud season. And after mud season, then we'll get spring. So we still got a ways to go, according to that. Gotta love mud season. All right, question 6. Larry Brown was the only coach to have ever won an NCAA and NBA tournament, coaching both college and professional basketball. 7. If you thought long and hard about this one, or just thought for a few moments, you would have come across the similarities between Mars and March.
I thought that would be too obvious, but always go with your gut.
Yeah, always go with your gut. Good advice. So Mars is where we get March. Question 8. The daffodil is considered the commonly considered. Considered the commonly considered? Too many considerations.
Commonly considered the flower for March.
If you think about it, if we have nice weather around our neck of the woods, you often start to see the daffodils pop up first, along with the dandelions, of course, too. But, you know, those are, of course, considered weeds and not flowers. All right, number 9, the Roman calendar had March as the very first month. March was the very first month of the Roman calendar. And question 10, the equinox occurs in March. Equinox. So our solstices are summer and winter, fall or autumnal equinox, and the vernal equinox in the spring.
All right. And at the end of round 1, Team Titusville is in the lead with 9 points. Kai and Ty just behind with 8. Lacey behind with 7. And poor Erica was having some technical difficulties, but she did get the one answer that she was able to get in correct. So
very nice. Still anyone's game.
That's right. Everyone should have round 2 up. I just sent that to the chat. And round 2 is all about St. Patrick's Day.
All right. So.
Yep. Hang on, Sharon wants me to send that one again.
Hope you all brushed up on your St. Patty's Day trivia. Some really interesting facts here. Shout out to Rachel AV for writing these questions. Love the themes. They're always great, and you really learn some fun, interesting things you may never have before, like I didn't know there were that many million pounds of guacamole eaten at the Super Bowl back in February. That was a good
What
one.
was that number? 8?
Yeah.
8 million pounds of
8 million
guacamole?
pounds of guacamole are consumed on Super Bowl Sunday.
Sherry, did that work for you?
We good to go?
I think so. You should let me know if we're not, and we can just send it again.
Okay. All right. I don't want to leave anybody for a loop. All right. Round. Oh, okay.
Okay, good.
Excellent. Round 2. Good luck, players. St. Patrick's Day. Question 1. The color associated with St. Patrick's Day in Ireland is green. What green nickname does Ireland go by? What green nickname does Ireland go by? Question 2. In what city is the river traditionally tinted green on St. Patrick's Day? In what city is the river traditionally tinted green on St. Patrick's Day? Question 3. People traditionally wear green on St. Patrick's Day to avoid what? People traditionally wear green on St. Patrick's Day to avoid what? Question 4. What are the 3 colors of the flag of Ireland? What are the 3 colors of the flag of Ireland? Question 5. Where was the first St. Patrick's Day parade in the United States? Where was the first St. Patrick's Day parade in the United States? Question 6. What does the phrase Erin go bragh mean? What does the phrase Erin go bragh mean? Famous Irish phrase. Question 7. True or false? St. Patrick was not born in Ireland. True or false? St. Patrick was not born in Ireland. Question 8. What color was originally associated with St. Patrick? What color was originally associated with St. Patrick? Question 9. According to one popular belief, what would you find a leprechaun hiding at the end of the rainbow? What would you find the leprechaun hiding at the end of the rainbow? And question 10. On which date in March is St. Patrick's Day celebrated? All right, we're going to run through those one more time. Let's get those answers submitted. Question 1. The color associated with St. Patrick's Day in Ireland is green. What green nickname does Ireland go by? Question 2. In what city is the river traditionally tinted green on St. Patrick's Day? Question 3. People traditionally wear green on St. Patrick's Day to avoid what? Question 4. What are the 3 colors of the flag of Ireland? Question 5. Where was the first St. Patrick's Day parade in the United States? 6. What does the phrase Erin go bragh mean? 7. True or false? St. Patrick was not born in Ireland. 8. What color was originally associated with St. Patrick? 9. According to one popular belief, what would you find a leprechaun hiding at the end of the rainbow? And 10. On which day is St. Patrick's Day celebrated? Get those answers submitted.
I've got Kai and Ty, I've got Erica, I've got Lacey.
And we're just waiting on Titusville. Got 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6.
There we go.
There we go. All right. Excellent. All right. So while Marissa tallies up those scores, I'm going to read you your answers for this category. All about everybody's favorite St. Patty's Day. All right, question 1. The color associated with St. Patrick's Day in Ireland is green. What is the nickname for Ireland? That is the Emerald Isle. The Emerald Isle. Good old Emerald Isle. It reminds me of what's the Disney Channel original movie?
Luck of the Irish?
Luck of the Irish, yeah. Usually that comes around this time of year. You can watch it anytime on Disney Plus, I hear, too. It's always a good old classic. Love those Disney Channel original movies. Good times. Good times. But I remember that. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I remember that because that was the name of the potato chip factory that his grandfather owned. So.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
That was a good connection.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. All right, back to the questions. Sorry.
All good. It's been a long day.
Yes. Yes, it has. Question 2. In what city is the river traditionally tinted green? That is Chicago. You'll find that in Chicago, Illinois. Question 3. People traditionally wear green on St. Patrick's Day to avoid being pinched. You don't want to be pinched because you're not wearing green. So wear your green on St. Patrick's Day. 4. The colors of the Irish flag. We have orange, we have white, and we have, of course, green. Orange, white, green for the St. Patrick's Day flag. Question 5. The first St. Patrick's Day parade was celebrated in Boston, Massachusetts. Boston, Massachusetts. A lot of Irish heritage in Boston, so that makes sense. If anyone were to guess a year, I don't know, but it's 1737. That's a long time ago, before the United States was even the United States. Question 6. Erin go Bra means Ireland forever.
I had no idea.
Neither did I. I have no Irish heritage that I know of. I would not know what Erin go Bra means. All right. 7. True or false? St. Patrick was not born in Ireland. That is true. St. Patrick was born in Great Britain. He was a British monk who was then sent to Ireland to try and convert or, I don't know, spread Christianity. I'm trying to remember my catechism teachings. I don't really remember. One of those things.
I never knew that.
Yeah. He was a monk. Question 8. St. Patrick was originally associated with the color blue. So if you guessed blue, good for you. 9. Of course, at the end of the rainbow, the leprechaun's going to find the pot of gold. If you eat Lucky Charms cereal, you're sure to know that one. And number 10, of course, St. Patrick's Day is celebrated on March 17th. March 17th.
Coming up here.
Very soon. Honestly, I think what people are more like, oh, this day is coming up, is the 1-year anniversary of COVID becoming a problem.
That's honestly all I could think of. And 3 months left of school. I was like, woo! We are in the home stretch. March, April, May.
Yeah, last 3 weeks of the third marking period, and we got 9 more to go after that. Hard to believe.
All right, I just sent the link for round 3 to the chat and our standings after round 2. Team Titusville is still in the lead with 17 points. Kai and Ty behind with 15, then Lacey with 13, and Erica with 4. Still anybody's game.
All right. Got some close positioning there.
We do, and we do have that tiebreaker round. Technically, this is the last round, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, and if we do have a tie after this round, we will have a competitive tiebreaker round. Otherwise, we will have just a fun, because we love trivia, tiebreaker round.
Amen to that.
Who doesn't love trivia? All right. World Wildlife Day is our third category. World Wildlife Day is also celebrated in March. So here's this category for you. Get your sheets ready. Here we go. Good luck, players. Number 1. Rhinoceroses are famous for their horns. What are their horns made of? Rhinoceroses are famous for their horns. What are their horns made of? Question 2. The loudest animal in the world makes more noise than a jet's sonic boom. What animal makes this noise? The loudest animal in the world makes more noise than a jet's sonic boom. What animal makes this loud noise? Question 3. How do scientists identify individual tigers? Question 3. How do scientists identify individual tigers? Question 4. True or false? There are more tigers in captivity in the U.S. than in the wild in Asia.
Did you watch Tiger King? We did.
She's not wrong about that. You can find the answer there. True or false? There are more tigers in captivity in the U.S. than in the wild in Asia. Question 5. Female polar bears usually give birth to blank cubs at a time. Female polar bears usually give birth to blank cubs at a time. So we need the amount of cubs. Question 6. A newborn kangaroo is about the size of a blank. Is it a plum, a grapefruit, a lima bean, or a watermelon? We have a first multiple choice question ever and trivia. Is it a plum, a grapefruit, a lima bean, or a watermelon? Talking about a baby kangaroo, newborn. Yes, that is specific. Question 7. True or false? A grizzly bear's bite is strong enough to crush a bowling ball. True or false? A grizzly bear's bite is strong enough to crush a bowling ball. That's insane. Question 8. A rodent's blank never stop growing. What body part of a rodent never stops growing? Question 9. What is a group of alligators called? Question 9. What do you call a group of alligators? And rounding out the category, question 10. How many brains does a leech have? Question 10. How many brains does a leech have? All right. So let's go through those questions one more time. World Wildlife Day. We got some really interesting facts about animals. These animals are cool. All right. Number 1. Rhinoceroses are famous for their horns. What are their horns made of? Question 2. The loudest animal in the world makes more noise than a jet's sonic boom. What animal is it? Question 3. How do scientists identify individual tigers? 4. True or false? There are more tigers in captivity in the U.S. than in the wild in Asia. Question 5. Female polar bears usually give birth to this many cubs at a time. Question 6. A newborn kangaroo is about the size of what? Is it a plum, a grapefruit, a lima bean, or a watermelon? Question 7. True or false? A grizzly bear's bite is strong enough to crush a bowling ball. Question 8. A rodent's blank never stop growing. Question 9. What is a group of alligators called? And question 10. How many brains does a leech have? Interesting. All right, let's get those submissions in. We got 2 more teams to get your answers in. Let's go.
Erica, your answers made me laugh. A 12-year-old boy who doesn't get his video game time is the loudest animal in the world.
True. That's excellent.
Very funny.
All right, so we have all answers submitted here. Let's see how you did for the 3rd round. This could make or break or tie the game. Let's see what happened. All right. So, rhinoceroses are famous for their horns, and very sadly, they have been poached for their horns. They are made out of keratin, the substance known as keratin, which, go figure, you also find in your hair. So people hunt rhinos because their horns are made out of literally the same stuff the hair is. That's disturbing. Number 2, the loudest animal in the world that makes more noise than a jet sonic boom. This is really surprising. It is the sperm whale. The sperm whale. And we, of course, don't hear it because they're underwater. And as far as I know, sperm whales make that loud noise because they hunt at such great depths that they can't see. So it is a sense of echolocation. And then so they can hunt giant squid. Watched a lot of Animal Planet back in my childhood days.
I wonder, I'm like, how do people know these things? I did not watch Animal Planet. I was like, not into it, I guess.
Yeah, you watched The End.
I did.
And
watched a lot of reality TV.
Reality TV.
Garbage TV.
Degrassi.
No regrets.
Oh, no.
Some regrets.
Those were like when I was like real. I honestly think my mom was like, "You're gonna watch these shows and be smart." I know a lot of useless knowledge. Am I smart? I don't know. All right. Question 3: scientists identify their tigers by their stripes. Yes. Fun fact: no two tigers have the same stripes.
That's crazy.
Pretty crazy. Yep. And that's how they tell themselves apart too. It's really crazy to think that other animals can tell themselves apart individually, but if we were to look at two animals without an expert opinion, they look very much the same to us.
I wonder if animals think all people look the same.
That is also a good question.
Probably not, right?
No, I'd say our dogs really know the difference. Yeah, I know that for sure. Our dogs know who is who. Maybe it's smell though. I don't know. All right. 4, there are more tigers in captivity than the U.S. If you watch Tiger King, you would learn that that is a sad but true statement. Yes. Tiger populations are not doing so good right now. 5, female polar bears usually give birth to 2 cubs at a time. 2 cubs per polar bear, which I guess is good for their population. Mm-hmm. Number 6, a newborn kangaroo is about the size of a lima bean. Not a watermelon, not a plum, not a grapefruit, a lima bean.
That doesn't even make sense to me.
Well, I gotta think kangaroos are marsupials, and so after the baby is born, it develops in its mother's pouch. And of course, you all know, I'm sure, that the baby kangaroo is the Joey. Probably the most fun baby animal name out there. All right, so we got the lima bean kangaroos, which takes us to number 7, the true or false. The grizzly bear's bite force can crush a bowling ball. That is absolutely true. That means you do not want to mess with a grizzly bear. And it really scares me every time I see those videos, people like hugging bears and dancing with bears. I'm like, that thing is going to bite your head off, and you won't be happy. You're not going to have a good day.
You won't be happy.
Yeah, you won't be happy. No.
I am like deathly afraid of bears. Like every time we go into the woods, I'm like, what if there's a bear? And Tom's like, we'll just scare it away. Like they're more scared of you. I don't believe that for a second. I think bears.
Go into the woods?
Oh, we like go on a hike, or that one time we went camping and I hated it.
That one time we went camping.
Because I'm afraid of the dark. Oh.
Yes.
What a shame.
Mm-hmm. But thankfully, we don't have grizzly bears around here.
That's true. Yes.
Black bears are a little more skittish, unless they have their babies around. They don't want to mess with them.
Right.
Because you're a mama bear, you get that.
I do. It's true.
All right, enough of our outdoor jibber jabbering. Question 8: a rodent's teeth. Their teeth never stop growing. So all of your rats, your possums, your ferrets, all those things. Their teeth never stop growing. Squirrels, yeah, pretty crazy.
Do they fall out?
No, they just chew a lot,
Oh.
so they wear them down. Number 9, a group of alligators is called a congregation. Congregation, like, I guess, a group.
That one made me giggle. And Erica gets an honorable mention for saying a dangerous situation.
Yes.
I'm with you there.
Awesome. Yes, a group of alligators can also be a dangerous situation. All right, and around the category, the most interesting question of the day: how many brains does a leech have? Now you'll know that a leech has 32 brains.
That blew my mind.
Yeah, me too. I had no idea. How about that? A leech has 32 brains. All right, here's the explanation. A leech's internal structure is split up into 32 separate segments, and each of those has its own brain. That's weird to think about. There's like 32 little leeches inside of one leech.
Yeah, well, I guess that's why they need blood to survive.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whew.
That's kind of freaky to me. Oh, leeches. All right. So after all that fun trivia, all that new knowledge that we gained, what do we got?
From the bottom to the top, Erica with 9 points, Lacey with 18 points, Kai and Ty with 24, and Team Titusville with 25. It's
Whoa,
so close.
That was close.
So close. I double checked everything because I just wanted to be sure. So
All right.
Congratulations to all of you on a game well played. I think this was a very challenging game for me, at least in my knowledge. So
Yes.
kudos to Rachel for some difficult questions.
Yeah, excellent job, everybody.
I feel you, Erica. It was a rough night for us too, honestly. You had technical difficulties when we got started here. The forums weren't working either. So thank you for all of you for bearing with us through that. If 2020 taught us anything, it was to be patient with technology.
Can say that again. So thank you again to our sponsor, which is Tim Hortons. So our winner, the Titusville team, is going to win that gift card to Tim Hortons, and so you can buy all of the coffee and donuts that gift card can afford you.
Kylan works at Tim Hortons. How about that? She said Charity gets free food, so it's all good. She's not mad.
Okay,
and
we'll
she can
take
get
that.
Kylie something too, right? Get Kylie coffee.
There we go. So, would anyone like to play the bonus round for fun?
Just for fun, sending the round 4 now. I would like to thank the Academy.
Yes. All right, so we're going to play the tiebreaker round just for fun, get some more useless knowledge or useful knowledge, however you want to look at it. And then, of course, we'll go to our credits section where we do all our thank yous. And seriously, it's like the credits.
I know. It is. You're right.
Roll the credits.
I've not seen the questions for this, so I'm going to play along.
All right. Fun stuff. So the tiebreaker category is usually a mishmash of all the categories so far. So, same thing tonight. You're going to have a couple St. Patty's Day questions. You're going to have a couple March questions. You're going to have a couple animal questions. So here we go, just to test your knowledge. And we could see if the tables would have turned if this would be a 4th round. That's always fun to see, too. Also heartbreaking sometimes, but, fun nonetheless. So go ahead and get that form ready, and we'll go through the tiebreaker round. Question 1. What is the United States' only marsupial? What is the United States' only marsupial? Question 2. Which bird is a universal symbol of peace? Question 2. Which bird is a universal symbol of peace? Question 3. A group of giraffes is known as what? This is actually hilarious when you hear this answer. A group of giraffes is known as what? Question 4. When was the phrase March Madness coined? We're talking about the NCAA tournament once again. When was the phrase March Madness coined? Looking for the year. Question 5. Before the death of Caesar, how was the Ides of March significant to the Romans? Before the death of Caesar, how was the Ides of March significant to the Romans? I'll give you a hint. It's a holiday. So which holiday was significant to the Romans on the Ides of March? Question 6. Complete the famous phrase, mad as a March.
Oh, I know this.
Complete the phrase, mad as a March. Question 7. How many pounds of green vegetable dye are now used to turn the Chicago River green? And there you go, the answer from one of your last questions. How many pounds of green vegetable dye are now used to turn the Chicago River green? Question 8. According to Hallmark, how many Americans exchange St. Patrick's Day cards every year? According to Hallmark, how many Americans exchange St. Patrick's Day cards every year? This is surprising to me. I've never sent a St. Patrick's Day card. Question 9, rounding out the category. How many hours does the New York City St. Patrick's Day Parade take? How many hours does the New York City St. Patrick's Day Parade take? All right, we're going to go through those one more time. Question 1, what is the United States' only marsupial? Question 2, which bird is a universal symbol of peace? Question 3, a group of giraffes is known as a what? Question 4, when was the phrase March Madness coined when describing the NCAA tournament? Question 5, before the death of Caesar, how was the Ides of March significant to the Romans? Which holiday? Question 6, complete the famous phrase, mad as a March blank. Question 7, how many pounds of green vegetable dye are now used to turn the Chicago River green? Question 8, according to Hallmark, how many Americans exchange St. Patrick's Day cards each year? And last one, how many hours does the New York City St. Patrick's Day Parade take? All right. Let's go ahead and submit those answers if you would like. And let's see how you did. Just for fun, once again, the tiebreaker round, first question was, what is the United States' only marsupial? They are native to our area. That is the possum, the opossum, possum, however you want to spell it.
Can you spell both ways? Are they interchangeable?
I think they're interchangeable in the sense that people would understand what you're saying, but I think the official is opossum. But you don't say it opossum. I've never heard someone say, "Oh, I had this giant opossum in my backyard." You know, they say, "I had this possum in my backyard."
Right.
Yes, it sounds a little more delicate and fancy when you just say possum. Possums are like great animals. Like people think, oh, they're dirty and they're smelly and blah blah. They eat a lot of ticks, and ticks are the nasty things that we don't want.
Oh yeah, everyone's always dissing the possum. They're like, they have rabies. It's like, no, they don't. I mean, probably not.
No,
but
actually, that's a fun fact.
They can't get it, can they?
No, possums
because
actually
they're marsupials.
I don't know if that's why.
I don't know.
But possums can't get rabies either. And actually, scientists are doing research to try and find better cures for rabies from possums. That's actually pretty cool. Number 2. I heard that on the radio actually when I was going hunting one day. Funny
It
enough.
says that their low body temperature makes it difficult for the virus of rabies to survive.
Well, I guess unless scientists find a way to lower our body temperature, I don't know if we'll have a problem. They're smarter than I am, so I'll give them credit. Question 2. The bird, which is a universal symbol of peace, is the dove. The dove.
Didn't know that.
Think about Christmas time. 2 turtle doves.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, it's a universal symbol of friendship. If you ever watched Home Alone 2.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. See, honestly, I think my knowledge in my brain works kind of like, if you've ever seen Slumdog Millionaire, I'm making a lot of references tonight. I apologize for that. But so the Slumdog Millionaire guy, he wasn't, he didn't have a lot of educational background, but his life experiences helped him remember things. Honestly, I think a lot of my trivia comes from that. Just like making connections to things I've learned in the past, like Home Alone 2. Question 3, a group of giraffes. This one is fun. It's called a tower because they're tall.
Yeah, that was funny. I was so surprised.
Question 4, the phrase March Madness was coined in 1982, a very specific year. I don't know why, but that's just the way it is. Erica told me that's the phrase for this year. It is what it is.
It is what it is. I say that every day, I think.
Question 5. Before the death of Caesar, the Romans celebrated the Ides of March as New Year's celebrations.
Which would have made sense if you remembered that March was the first month of the year, and you wouldn't have said a different holiday like I did.
Yes. So the Ides of March was New Year. So the soothsayer was telling Caesar to beware New Year's, I guess. All right, number 6. Mad as a March hare was the phrase, number 6. And I knew that one because I played the March Hare in the Missoula Children's Theater's production of Alice in Wonderland.
That's what I was trying to remember. I was like, it's in a show that I know.
Mm-hmm.
Darn it.
Alice in Wonderland. Good stuff. Way back in the day. Number 7, there are 40 pounds of green vegetable dye that is dumped into the Chicago River to turn it green. I'm guessing they use vegetable dye because it's probably more eco-friendly, I would assume.
I know. I feel like I have to know. Like,
that's a big river though. You think 40 pounds?
That's what I was thinking. I put like 1 million because I had no idea.
That's a lot of water to turn green. Question 8. This one was really surprising to me because I have never in my life exchanged a St. Patrick's Day card, and I don't think I've even seen a St. Patrick's Day card. But surprisingly enough, there are 12 million people that exchange St. Patrick's Day cards every year, according to Hallmark. I had no idea that many people exchange a card. Like, I wouldn't even guess that for Valentine's Day. I don't know.
How about it? I know. That's way more than I thought.
And then the last category, the New York City St. Patrick's Day Parade takes a good old whopping 5 hours. Good long 5-hour parade. I do feel like the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade probably still gives it a run for its money.
I remember hearing a lot about that last year because people were devastated that the St. Patrick's Day Parade was canceled. And that's when we really started, right? Am I right about that?
Probably.
I think so.
Everything was canceled.
That's when they, everyone was like, wow, wait, it's like things are really, really bad. So, yeah, oh my gosh. We do have to honorably mention Erica's answer to that one, which was, let me find it here. So I read it specifically. Definitely less than, oh, nope, wrong one. Less than the BAHS Senior Awards Assembly, that's for sure. And that's funny, because if you've ever sat through the awards assembly here, it's like at least 4 hours.
It's a marathon.
And if you're lucky enough to have to get to present in the first half, you can leave at intermission.
That is true.
But we love to honor our seniors. They deserve it.
Yes.
It's all for them.
Certainly do.
So the standings would have been the same. Team Titusville would have ended with 30, Kai and Ty with 27, Lacey with 21, and Erica with 10.
All right. So congratulations to everybody once again. That was a lot of fun. I learned a lot of new things tonight. Hope you did too. Thanks again to our sponsor, Tim Hortons, for the gift card. And hopefully Team Titusville can buy themselves some Tim Hortons goodies. As long as you don't have to wait in the lines on Thursday and Friday morning, because we drop our son off at daycare that's right by there, and like that line is like out in the street. It is crazy how people need to get their coffee there in the morning.
10 out of 10 would recommend their in-store pickup because you can bypass the drive-through line and it's usually just waiting for you. The other day it was not, and I was really sad. And the boss of my other job actually came into Tim Hortons, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be late to work. And he's here, and it was fine. We had a casual conversation, and it was also pajama day. So I was in basically pajamas going to school. What a life we live. Oh my. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Well, March 30th. So write this down in your calendars. March 30th at 6 p.m. We're going to have live in-person trivia at the YMCA. So come on down. You don't have to be a member. You can just come down and play. And we're going to have all sorts of ice cream prizes for all of you. Turning gift cards from the Custody Drive-In, Papa Scoops, and the Fosterbrook Creamery. Reach out to them, and hopefully they will help us out there. That'll be fun and exciting to celebrate the beginning of spring next year, for next month in April. And it'll just be a real good time. The last time we had in-person trivia was under the tent in the summer. Everyone was very, very spaced out. We're, of course, still going to follow all the proper precautions while we're in the building. You know, we'll maintain our social distancing. We'll have our masks on, all that good stuff. But, you know, it'll be, honestly, it's going to make this 10 times better because you get all of our fun and witty commentary now, but in person. Because you love that all so much, I'm sure.
And I have to put up with it every day, all day. 10 years.
But it'll feel more social. It'll start to feel like the clouds are lifting, I think.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Bring your friends, bring your family. Yeah, and we'll see you there. Thanks to our sponsor, Tim Hortons. Thanks to Rachel for making the questions. And thank you all for coming and playing. We appreciate you.
Thank you all so much. We'll see you at the end of the month.
Bye.